Hiya folks, Lone Wolf here again. Just a short one, this. It's a bit of a recap on the TFT that we did earlier on. As you know, we've had some updates, so I think it's to go through the updates with you. A lot of people have asked me, I see a lot of people on the forum are the same, saying what about this, what about that, what about the other. So hopefully this really short video might help you. Well, as you know, to start off with, we was on, I don't know what we was on actually, but then it come to my attention that we was going to get an update called 0.58. So to get this, you got to have the Wi-Fi on your bike switched on. Well, I don't have my Wi-Fi on my bike switched on. So when I did enable it at home, there it was, this download. But having looked into it, you needed to have your battery on 12.5 volts minimum, and it could take a while to do, so it's best thing to put your battery on charge while you're doing it. And also I needed decent good strength Wi-Fi. So I ended up having to drag my bike virtually into the front room. I had it round the house, right round by the front window, and dragged it in there because my Wi-Fi is appalling, thank God to EE. They're really piss poor, to be honest, where I've got my Wi-Fi, what I pay for. Anyway, another story. So got it round, got it done, got 0.58 on. And it worked. Mine worked straight away. Some people have had all manner of issues, but mine, it took about 20 minutes, as I said, but it worked first time. I had no issues whatsoever with it. Looking at it, I'll put it on in a minute, but we'll just go through the rudimentaries first and then I'll show you the bits after. Looking at it, I really like the fact that we've got now the widescreen. So we got you can change between, it automatically changed, or you can have it on dark or light. I wasn't too fussed about the fact that the screen could be taken over completely with the navigation. In other words, you could have your map full screen. That didn't really bother me, to be honest. I couldn't see anything else that was really affecting me. I like the idea of the picture of the bike with the front and back wheels with the tyre pressure on. But I didn't think we'd gained a lot more really, other than a few aesthetics. But the main thing we did gain, which the bike was crying out for, was the fact that you could change your riding modes from rain and road while you're on the move, as long as you shut the throttle off, because previously you couldn't do that, which was a bit of a pain. And I do like to swap between modes. I tend to ride off when I'm going out in rain mode, round through the estates, off and round through the areas, built up areas. When I get on the open road, then I'll crack it over to sport mode and away we go. And that means I had to keep stopping to do it, and vice versa when I was coming back into the town, same again. So that's a massive bonus, and that's the main thing to me that I found was beneficial. The other bits and bobs, nice to look at, but I don't really see anything that jumped out the screen, so to speak, and set me on fire. But I was really pleased with what happened, and of course mine worked, a lot of people's didn't. So I thought that was that, job done, and I was happy. Okay, so 0.58 came, and then suddenly 0.59 for the bug fixes for the people who didn't get it. And then lo and behold, we get 0.61. And I thought, 0.61, I'll have a look to see if it's going to come to my bike, because this was in certain parts of the world where this was happening. I know some parts of Australia are having difficulty getting it, but I think a lot of Europe have got it. And I know in the UK it was there. So I thought, bike in, job done, gets on the Wi-Fi, there it is, downloads it. Took a bit longer this time, to be honest. But bike on charge, battery on charge, downloaded it. And to be honest, that was it. I thought, great, I'm on the latest upgrade, nothing else to do. Initially switched it on, and I couldn't, if I'm honest, see any difference. Now, I might be wrong here. One or two people are going to pull me up if you can. Drop me comments in. But initially, I couldn't see any difference whatsoever to 0.58, other than the fact that it had obviously ironed out a few bugs that people had had. but to me personally, it made no difference. Well, I didn't think it did, shall I say. So that was the end of the story, I thought. So that leads me into one of the questions that I was asked time and time again by different people from all over the world, as far away as Asia, Pakistan, Australia, everybody, America. A lot of people have contacted me and said, how do you get your Carplay to work, etc. and how do you do this and how do you do that. Hence why I did the first video, but this one's probably a little bit more easy to understand, because I have to be honest, I've had the bike since March, 5th of March, and out riding yesterday, I found something that I didn't know that it did. Now, whether it's this latest upgrade's done it or not, I don't know, but I'll show you anyway. So to me, for me, what I found is that people were connecting the bikes in different ways. Now, how I do mine, I'll show you. I'm lucky enough, I've got Pac Talk Edge. I just fired it up. It should pop into life today in a minute. That's it, popping into life. Now, Pac Talk Edge, expensive piece of kit, but with my Pac Talk Edge, what that allows me to do, it's got so many layers of Bluetooth coverage. So what I do is, it's one section of it connects to the phone, another section connects directly to the bike, and the third section of the inside the cardo will connect to a sat nav. Now, obviously, you don't need the sat nav operation on the Explorer because you've got obviously mirrors off your phone. So basically, what I'll do is when I come to the bike in the day, when I go out to ride, first thing I do when I'm in the house is I fire on my helmet, switch my helmet on, so that's working. Bluetooth's already on my phone. Then I come up to the bike and I switch my bike on. Probably quite a bit of glare here. I don't know whether it's helping or not, the glare. So that comes on like that. Leave it for a while. In a second or so, we'll come up with the new setup, the way it runs up. That's it. Now I've ticked here auto skip, but I still press confirm. Then it gives me the car bit map. The next plan it'll do is we'll come up with this screen, which is obviously the, that's looking for your maps. If you can see, it's picked my phone up. It hasn't picked up Carplay yet. Now it probably has because my helmet's come on. So my helmet's in the screen, my phone's in the screen. But this thing here now will stand there. Lo and behold, if you noticed, the what's name's gone off. My phone's gone off the screen and just my helmet on. And there we have the Carplay in situ. So I've got my music on and I got my map on. And obviously I can go from there and back to my normal screen. The update would be this here, where we've got the big tyre monitor system. Somebody said they had issue with this engine light staying on. I didn't have that issue. When I fired it up, it was okay. So that's basically how I initialised everything on the bike. So if I go back into here, you see it's come back up. You have to be careful because it does this sometimes. It's come back up to this, to the map. Right, we're back on there now. So now that's how I would partially ride like that. If I'm in that view and I press the function button, then it brings me up with the trip meters, which is one or two of the guys asking me, where do you find your trip meters? Well, that's where it is. And if you look at the bottom here, there's two little squares. If you press it, I've got the wrong one, dickhead up me. I'll put it back on. If you look at the second one here, slide across that, there we are. Now that brings you up to the second section here with your driving mode. It's now saying Apple CarPlay is on. This is going to fluctuate because where I am, I think, the Apple CarPlay, my signal's probably not so good. Phone's on there, Wi-Fi not connected, headsets on, and that's it. Now that's, again, another section that if you want to see, it's there. So I would go back then to over here, swap that one out, go back. Press the function button again, and it disappears. We're back to where we started. So that answers the question to one of the guys who asked me, how do you get your trip meter? And obviously, see, it's run back again because my Apple CarPlay is iffy. I must move my phone and put it into an area where I've got a better signal. See, let's see, it's dropped out. So if I come back over there now, when you want to, the phone at the moment, if you come up here, you've got a button here, edit. If you press edit, you can clear obviously your mileage. It allows you, the new update, did allow you to change and reset your service mileage. I've reset mine earlier on, and now I'm saying 8,300 for service. In other words, I've got, you know, that's what I've got left to do, because from the first service. You can reset this miles per gallon. So that was one update that happened with it that was quite good. Now the one that's really, for me, as I say, you've got now, if I just go into function here, we've got rain, auto. I'm on auto because it's gone into the garage, it's dropped off into the dark section. So I'll go on to, trying to do this with one hand is a nightmare. Rain, auto, appearance, light. If I go on to light, I'm trying to do it, I'll keep forgetting what I'm doing, I do. If I go on to light, that's the screen that a lot of people are raving over. I'll run in that one, I'll run on auto, but if it just drops dark, I'll put that one back on anyway. And the idea of the bike being on, pictures you think, whereas before, I think we just had the temperatures, I don't really know. So I'll click out of that. See, there's back on there. Click out of that, back onto the full screen. Now the other part that I want to show you means I've got to put my helmet on and start the bike. So we'll see how we get on. Right folks, you can see I'm in pillock mode here, sitting on the drive with my crash helmet on. But I'll show you what I found, which was the major difference again to me. I'll show you the screen. Right folks, well this is what I found, and I don't know whether anybody else has found it, but this is what I found, and actually yesterday when I was out. When I was riding along, if you press, just momentarily press the button for voice actuation, it comes up with the CF, turn on grip heater. And it did that. And I thought, that's fine. And then obviously, if you press it once again short, turn off grip heater. So that works a treat. But what I did find, was if I pressed it for a longer press, Siri came up, and then I could do other things, like call Val. It may answer me or may not. Call Val. And that's what happens. That's the Mrs. Wolf, that is. They'll be outside him and he's saying, what are you phoning me for? Now I didn't know that worked like that. So whether that's an update on 0.61, God only knows. But again, that's something that I found out only yesterday. And yesterday is June, July, August, and I've had it since March. Right, I'm going to switch this engine off. And I'll switch the screen back off. And you can see, to me, we've still got all the normal things, the radar, the bike over here, helmets on, everything. The thing that it misses, and I don't care what anybody says, is the outside temperature. We've got the bike temperature, but not the outside temperature, and that's the only thing that this misses. Right folks, so hopefully that's helped anybody who's having issues with the TFT. I don't know how you can explain it any better than that. I've tried my best. There's obviously people are going to pick holes in what I've done or whatever I've said it and this, that and the other. But in layman's terms, that's the easiest way I can find to either connect yourself to the bike and then also the upgrades that we've had in 0.61. I'm still learning the thing, as I said. I mean, yesterday was a classic example when I'm pressing the buttons and getting all sorts. I'm getting Siri, I'm getting CF, I'm getting all sorts. And this is what I'm going down the road. So in the end, I stopped and had a little play. That's when I come to the conclusion that's what he was. Right, I've babbled on long enough. It's a Lone Wolf saying bye for now. Don't forget, give us a tick, give us a like, subscribe. Don't cost you a penny. I keep telling you, tell your friends, help me grow this channel. Bigger and better things will happen if we can get more views. Bigger and get more subscribers, we can get some more bikes out for testing and stuff like that. But in the meantime, it's Lone Wolf saying bye for now, and don't forget, just be careful out there. It's Lone Wolf, bye for now.